everyone! Today you're going to be learning how to shave and shape your beret. This is so you can look sharp wearing your uniform and so our company looks really great during inspection. All you're going to need for this is a razor, you can get them at the dollar store, your beret, and you're going to need an object that you can place your beret on so it can dry, preferably one that's semi-head shaped. The whole process takes about 30 minutes and drying the beret overnight takes about overnight. You're going to want to make sure your insignia is off your beret. Put that aside, we'll put it back on later. Now if you'll notice, the beret here looks kind of hairy and gross. We're going to fix that. Grab your razor and start shaving your beret in a circular motion. You're going to want to use the same pressure you would use to erase something off of a piece of paper. This is because you don't want to tear a hole in your beret. From here on, I'm going to speed up the video so you can see the progress more clearly. When it's time for me to shave the front of the beret, I start shaving in an upwards motion so I don't harm the insignia on the front. Now that most of the fuzz is gone, I start shaving the beret just like I did the top in a circular motion, flipped over, through the front and back of the beret, still not harming the insignia. Now that my beret doesn't have any extra fuzzies on the side, I can start shaping it. This is what the finished product should look like after you're done shaving it. This next part involves a lot of waiting, so quick shout out to my friend Lee for playing Overcooked with me while we wait for my hat to dry. You're gonna get your beret totally wet, and when I say totally wet, I mean soaking wet. You can tell the difference when you see the colors. Now that your beret is sufficiently wet, you're going to start shaping it. Put it on your head and make sure the insignia is right over your left eye. Then you're going to shape it by pulling over the right side till it's completely folded over, just so you don't look like a clown anymore. Also, quick note, if it smells bad, that's just because it does. It's the fabric that the hat is made out of. It kind of smells like poop.
Literally, I think this is what smells like poop.
Is it? Because I promise you this bathroom did not smell like this before.
Anyways, I almost forgot to mention to make sure that the back is tied to fit your head, just because this is the part where it actually matters. Now you're going to take it off your head and put it on a roughly head-ish shaped object that's at least sort of round, so that you can just let it dry and not have to wear a gross hat all day. I let mine dry overnight. It didn't take too long.
The next day.
Now that my beret is shaved and shaped, I'm going to start cutting off the ties so that all my hard work doesn't get undone. Now we're going to burn the edges of the tie just so that the ends don't fray. You could either do this with a candle hovering the tie right over it, or you could use a lighter and very lightly swipe the edge with it. Just make sure you don't set your beret on fire, whichever one works better for you. Now that you're done, you can put your insignia back on and feel happy because you just did that all by yourself. Good job! If it doesn't work, you can just use a safety pin. Sometimes the berets are weird, so yeah, but it'll probably work. This one worked pretty well.
Next inspection, if I see you come in and your beret looks like this is what you actually look like. You look like a clown! Anyways, that was mean. But for real though, like, this looks really bad.